so I know you're ready to move on.
The reliability, it's the fact that it's just right.
Now is it?
Simar, can you tell us what you were talking about, please?
So, it needs some background.
Okay. No, because the question asked how does it interest us as a reader. I think you probably already told me that. This curiosity is excited in the reader who becomes eager for the cause of
Frederick Colasso. Hello, I'm Mr. Gather. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So, first question, what evidence do you have that selecting a technical pathway at 14 leads to better outcomes, and are you committing today to having fewer needs at the next general election?
I hear wherever I go that young people are often looking for something different from education. We've had a system built for too long around the university route, and it sends a message to some young people that they're some kind of second-class citizens. And it's just not right. They need an education system that works for them as well, that offers a path to all young people, that's balanced between academic and technical. And the evidence is where countries have an education system based on that principle of parity, Germany or the Netherlands, they have far fewer young people who end up not in education, employment or training. And I think it's long overdue that Britain makes this change. And in England particularly, we build an education system that has a path at 14 for all young people, and we strengthen that offer on technical education.
And what about the targets? How will it be measured? And as I said, are you committing to having fewer needs by the next general election?
I am committing today to get the number of young people not in education, employment or training down. Obviously the trend is rising at the moment. So first thing I've got to do is to stop that rise. So it's kind of hard to say and put a firm date on the moment when you can say there are fewer than now. But certainly I am completely on a mission with relation to this. I cannot accept the situation where we have so many young people in their 20s on benefits. It's just not right for them. And why do we have that? The support just isn't there. You know, it would be wrong to blame the young people when we have an education system that doesn't set them up properly, where some struggle to find opportunities at 16, where work experience and work placements aren't there for them. We've got to put those building blocks in place, and then in time that number will come down. And I will commit in my time in office to get the number of young people who are not in education, employment or training down. I will commit to that. When precisely I can get there is a hard thing to say right now.
There have been nearly 900 small boat arrivals over the last week, but you have yet to mention the small boat crisis in Shaky Power. Do you acknowledge that some of those small boats may represent a threat to national security? Do you have a plan to tackle the small boat crisis?
The Home Secretary has brought forward a very rigorous plan in relation to this, and let's remember, of course, the numbers can fluctuate, but overall, boat crossings are down quite significantly year on year. So that does suggest that the plan is working. Of course, there has to be rigorous checks so that people are not put through into a situation where they are out without the relevant safeguards. And absolutely, I can give you a commitment that that is the clear instruction that I am giving, that all relevant and necessary checks must be done. It's about getting a grip on the entire situation. I raised this repeatedly through the Makerfield by-election. The public want to see control being exerted, and while we've made progress, there is more to do, and I recognise that completely. But the trend is down, and the number of people being removed is up, so the figures are pointing in a better direction, but there is much more to do.
Regarding the prisoner early release scheme, are you considering changing the legislation on this, or just pausing the start of it?
Well, the pause is real, and it was one of the first things I did coming into office last week. So the September release is on hold. And then secondly, the review that I have instigated is also a real process. And we are taking a very serious look at the situation. Of course, this goes back a number of years. when the previous government failed to put in place the prison places needed. So it is a challenging situation, and we shouldn't actually be in this position as a country. But we have to deal with the reality of where we are. But I will do anything I can to minimise risk to the public, and that is why I am looking again and why I have put the release plan for September on hold, and we'll make further statements on this in due course.
And since becoming Prime Minister, you've made a series of really optimistic policy decisions. Are you in danger of actually trying to deliver more than you can do, realistically?
No, if you look back at my record as Mayor of Greater Manchester, what I say, I do. People know that I promised to change the buses, and I did. It's my style. I don't say things and then not do them. And the thing I'm announcing today, I think, does bring some hope. It brings some hope to a lot of young people in this country who know the education system is not built for them. Well, now they have a Prime Minister who's saying, I am for you, and I will build an education system that works for you, that treats all students coming through school as equals. The academic and the technical routes in parity, offering equal paths for all young people. And I think that brings hope to a lot of young people, to a lot of families in this country. And you can see it behind, you know, the amazing young people we've met here today at Alstom in Derby, offering brilliant opportunities. They just should be the norm more. People should be able to access work placements, apprenticeships, degree apprenticeships, and they should be able to see those opportunities from school. At the moment, they can't. At 14, they can't see that path ahead of them. Well, I'm going to put that path in front of them, and we're going to change lives as a result. Sorry to interrupt. Railway.
For me, that is maintenance overhaul within the rail industry. So that's
We need you.
Good to have you here.
Yeah, it's great to be here.
These guys have offered apprenticeships or are doing.
Are you in the middle of it, or have you?
Yeah, so I'm
At 18, was that? Right, so it took a little while to find it. They're really sought after, though, aren't they? I mean, once you've got that opportunity.
I'd highly recommend for people coming out of school, college, to go into apprenticeship.
That's what we're trying to
Yeah, that's it. To enter industry.
So that's why you were prepared to travel so far. You knew it was right.
You get the salary. Okay, lots of time.
This is
Toyota.
Hi
everyone.
Hello,
Nice to see you.
a strategic partner.
Okay. You too.
Nice to meet you. Good morning, Andy. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Yeah, all good, thanks.
Great. Want to explain what WebTech is? To work with Alstom.
WebTech is one of Alstom's biggest supply chain partners. We do many of their maintenance. We're actually very local to them. We have sites here in Derby, Birkenhead, where we do all our spares and trading, and we have, which is right next door to where the main depot
Central Rivers.
Central Rivers
a
is.
big diesel depot that's oranges and
So this isn't your
So this is our factory for building the trains, and then we do a lot of our maintenance facilities.
So you're ready for college.
we're saying today, I don't know if it's good to hear from you. I've long felt school was important enough. You have to find this more yourself. Is that how
So this is a safety critical process in Alston. Obviously, this is what keeps like the train on the track. So talking the bolts off.
Every bolt gets done to a certain specification, depending on what you need it for.
Yeah, so first thing to just get that bit tightened up, then we'll set a torque wrench to the price there.
They just said you're going to go around the corner and do some talking. I said, well, politicians are good at talking. I'll be absolutely fine.
Yeah, it's like the bread and butter.
Brakes, bogies,
just all
seats, tables, essentially all get torqued tightened
This is
down.
why it's critical to get it right first time round.
Yeah. I'll give it a go.
Apprentices and then
First year apprentice.
first year.
You've got brilliant track.
All the front ones at the end of the day. Really just
Yeah. So, alright, so you've gone into training.
Yeah.
Did you choose to go into training?
Yeah, so I started off with health and safety and then
Right.
this year transitioned over. Yeah.
Do I do it from where you are?
Yeah, so run that.
Okay, so hold that tight like that there.
Yeah.
And then that goes like that, like that. That's the one. How far do you tighten it? Because you can get this harder a bit.
We'll get it to time there. Show you how to talk. Because then we'll use the torque wrench after this.
So that's just tightening it, and then you've got to get a tool for it. Yeah, so but if we even tighten them, it can cause
Too tight, is it?
can like break or snap off. Yeah.
So when you're
And it
finished
turns into a really
tightening
good
it,
job.
Yeah.
you'll do a witness mark and then